I say, family, this your girl Empress Goddess coming back at you one more again. This me and my guy Big Dog Philly. He had part one yesterday. This part two, calling all colored, black, niggers, African Americans, FM, FP, and more. We just chopping it up, dropping knowledge over here on YouTube. Come on, feel free to join the conversation.
1,300 people, man. Subscribers. I appreciate y'all, man. We're at 12.99 and growing. Shit is mind blowing. We started out at 6 people. 6 people, and we're growing to where we at now, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Much love and respect to all of y'all. This channel is growing beyond my wildest dreams, and it's because of y'all. And that's why I always give y'all love and y'all shout outs. Y'all respect to the utmost. And it's gonna keep growing. Man, shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. King Isaiah coming up next. Indigenous.
Well, once again, it's time. Yeah. This King Isaiah, I'm demanding respect. I see everybody balling till it's time to connect. I see everybody killers till you hand them a tech or cops. Read them they rights, not stick to their neck. Too many chasing the check instead of checking priorities. Flexing heavy on the ground, but you still a minority. Fucking whips, your chains, or anything that came faster. Misleading black people, you a fucking slave master. This is Genesis, I'm flipping the page backwards. Listen to intuition, we ain't got the same pastors. Me, I follow no man, I can't be programmed. It's soul food, set the mood like a fucking slow jam. It's time to eat up, 10 toes down, who gon' defeat us? I'm living gold, aboriginal, check the features. Who gon' speak up? I turn up and blow speakers, my own teacher. I grew up with no leaders, can't trust people up, cause they ain't telling the whole truth. Get directions to heaven, but you live in the hell too. That's how I feel, keeping it real, love it or hate it. Either way, they trying to crucify me like the savior. With thorns in my crown, they knowing that I'm a king. They know me crossed too many times.
I got you, sister. Broadcasting. You said you was. You can hit the panel. You can hit the link if you want Goddess to say something. Empress Goddess, you already know. You're more than welcome.
Descendant of the ones in the tombs. Brown babies coming from wombs in tune with the sun and the moon. You feel me? If it ain't clear, it's time to switch optics. Cause ignorance got us moving in fear, and that bring them big profits. But I'm a prophet, so I kick knowledge. Cause the shit that you hearing on the radio.
Grand Rising, power to the people, man. I send a couple invites out. Yeah, let me send a couple more invites out.
I guess not, you still paying to listen. I move different in my true image, just too many projecting hate. Who gon' lift the whole world up and tell them they great? Who gon' tell everybody getting money?
Send my brother Key North for invitation. A link. Garfield. Much love and respect. You on the family, Garfield.
What's up, Jay?
Brother. Grand Rising, man.
They broadcasting old Big Dog Philly out. He had a good conversation yesterday. He finna get it started again.
Here we go. Got the brother Sharon Ellis in the house.
I'm writing on my wrongs and balancing every shot, so who gon' stop when I get it try? The reason you so scared to fly is cause you scared to die. But I just don't dimensions beyond the plane. You thinking it's all a game. When you open up your eyes, your energy start to change. You still traumatized.
Yeah, we were doing a little collaboration. I'm on my platform broadcasting him out. He on his platform. Thank you, thank you. See, that's how we do over here. You know, we got to stick together. Look out for each other.
Instead of bashing out women, we heal with them. Instead of running from problems, we deal with them. Instead of killing our brothers, we build with them. So, for day music, we see in the real picture we hear. It's more spiritual than physical, nigga. If you ain't trying to bring change, you invisible, nigga, for real. My message lives, it's invisible, nigga, and fuck being rich if you ain't got no principle, nigga.
Hey, let me say something real quick. All these years we been calling each other
Jelly, appreciate you. Much love.
have our own kind looking at us with resentment. But listen, we not slaves, but we are the descendants. But this is a new age, so it's time to transition. Nigga means noble individual, grace and godly ambition. Cause we always make gold out of the labels that they give us. Cause this is our land, we were the first that ever existed. So respect your temper, honor your people. From the motherland to the other land, we are
Individuals. King Isaiah, back to back. Glock, got my brother Glock in the house. Black motherfucking father. Much love you and the family. Got my brother Sir Drop in the house. What's up, G? Grand Rising. Much love, Sir Drop and the family. You already know. My Naga, that's my nigga.
But we here. Choose a side, you go against me, that's like suicide. Sometimes just to find the truth, you gotta lose your mind. Use the time to my advantage.
My bad.
Saying that everything's manifested in the way that I planned it. I'm still feeling when the smoke clears. Blood ain't no tears. I came from the bottom where nobody know what hope is.
What's good, Glock? Hopefully everything good with you and the family, my brother. Garfield, you already know. Hopefully everything's good with everybody in the chat, man. Their family. Grand Rising, man. Power to the people, man. Okay, I got you. I got to go in the library to get the anthem. We'll get the anthem. All right, I got you, Ms. Yellow. Give me 1 second.
It's time to reveal revelation. We still being hated and we still separated. We built the whole nation, but ain't get no reparations. But fuck a hands out if you want it, you better take it. My neighbors been doing slavery, killers, lockets, and cages. We gotta move.
Shout out to my brother, the enemy's public.
Take off your chains, everything you ever knew was ours. Like everything you was like you knew, yeah, you was power. Yeah, what I'm talking about. Take your shit back. Yeah, take off your chains, everything you ever knew was ours. Like everything you was like you knew, yeah, you was power. A true king born to rise from an infant. I do it for the lives that died in the system.
I got you. Coming up next.
For your mind and your spirit. Whatever's televised, telling lies to your vision. I'm indigenous. God body strong and militant. And my squad is infamous. We come but diligent. Immortal in combat, so it's hard to finish.
Yeah, make sure y'all put y'all channel that link in the chat, man. We support each other over there. That's how we grow internally. The anthem is coming next, Ms. Jelly. This next song coming up.
So you unlock it and rise like the sun. We pushing past the horizon. They watching from the side, but they don't want to collide, cause who can stop us? Nobody, nigga. Nobody. Straight heavyweights. These bronze bombers gon' detonate when we elevate from hell's kitchen to heaven's gate. We fighting hard times, God, so let me set it straight. You ain't got a strong mind to make a will resonate. I don't feel cowards. Your willpower is your real power. We've been building a dream for long, it's time to build ours. This shit won't change if we all stay the same. So if it all falls down, we should all take the blame, nigga. I seen the pain, I know witness the flaws. So if you don't pay attention, you won't get what you are.
What up, everybody? I got you. After this once,
Y'all hold tight. I'm joining this Zoom meeting.
Shout out to Hannah. All right. Let me turn this up a little bit. Alan.
Fuck Steve.
Shit, what I do? I stopped it. Okay. Here we go.
Fuck Steve Harvey.
The hell, that must be hot.
Yeah.
That's the hot shit right there. Trying to turn the volume up.
Fuck the mainstream. I don't put these songs to the white bitch team. Undegraded, don't apologize to these black queens. Fuck any deserve. Fuck magazines. Fuck white folk money. Fuck Jimmy out Jimmy. Niggas got diabetes. Fuck king. Fuck queen. Fuck the only virgin. Fuck keeping shit clean. Fuck damn Wilson. Fuck how that sound. That fuck thing. Give a fuck about Mike Brown. Fuck Rangers. Fuck sundown town. Fuck all the sympathetic when I got shot down. Fuck hospital. Poverty. Apartheid. School.
That's the road of. I thought I was Big Dog Philly chat I was joining. Hold on a second, family. I'll get it right in a minute here.
Got my brother Smoke Signals in the house, and also Empress Queen. Much love, everybody. We're about to get this thing started. After I play this next song from Surf Rock.
Down rapper, fuck niggas who think money make a dumb nigga smart. Fuck rappers who take a lick back when assholes talk.
I'm trying to get the link, y'all, so I can join his chat.
Fuck the leading blacks. Fuck capitulation, sincerely. Fuck that. Fuck Eminem. Fuck culture appropriators. Fuck macaron. Fuck children of slave traders. Fuck Democrats and fuck Republicans. Fuck America and a republic for which it stands. Jefferson. Abe Lincoln.
We'll get it right here in a minute, family.
Did you download grammar? Barack Obama. Come on, man. Fuck niggas who try to lay my crown with his own death. Fuck cops who takes kids in the face for petty theft. Fuck the guy that shot I got a judge that she slapped. Fuck cops who murder blacks with whites, they make arrests. Fuck breaking into prison industrial complex. Fuck the black on drugs and fuck.
One more song, we gonna get it started.
Fuck your codified death. Find every single money you paid is a black flesh. Fight for that fuck England. Fuck the entire West. Fuck guys on the right. Fuck devils on the left. Wait for me to give a fuck. Don't hold your fucking breath. Fuck fear in the movies. Fuck change the way I dress. If black lives matter, fuck the reason protest. Fuck everybody can. Fuck sensitive and trying. Fuck watching and go fight for the fight. So we change the channel. Fight a car. BT up. MTV up. Universal.
Grand Rising,
I don't know what the hell got going on. They must be got too many people trying to go up there.
The link should be pinned to the chat under the rubber name Richard KSL Black Motherfucker Power. That's the link right there. Welcome to the channel, here's Tina Jenkins. Much love. One more song. One more song. Where I put it at? I had it ready. Library Band. Library Band. Oh, here it goes. Surge Rock TV. To the mountaintop. Shout out to my nigga Surge Rock TV.
Again, now.
Mountaintop. Featuring Uncle James. Featuring Surge Rock. Shout out to my nigga Surge Rock.
Okay, got it. I got me on 3 devices.
or I think wiser. Passing bricks, moving pivots, posted up like baby Shaq, baby strap with ARs, 44s, and baby Max. I sent that link out to a couple other people. Hopefully they're doing it. I appreciate you getting much love to your family. You already know, JJ. Grand Rising, man. I'm not talking Joe Mathis or John Madden. I'm talking earthquakes, the cumulus clouds passing. And if you still there when it's... Come on up, bro. You know you're welcome to come up. Everybody welcome to come in, man. Everybody get this thing started. Got some people.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Alright, let me stop that music for a minute. Join large-scale battles. Young Al just came in. That's my brother Serge Rock. Whoever want the mic, got it. Let's get it started. Whatever. Grand Rising. Mic check. 1, 2. Loud and clear, my brother. Loud and clear. DJ. Mic check. Loud and Salute to the channel, to the panel, to the chat. Mic check. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Can you hear me, big dog?
Who are we? That's my question. Who are we?
I hear everybody loud and clear.
Okay.
Basically, I would say we are the reclassified. We are the unknown. But you know, I say we the natural Indians of the North American Indians.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear, brother. Grand Rising. That was a good question. I know.
Hey, Smoke, when we ended the one yesterday, you wanted to go in on something, but we ended it. So, do you remember what that was? Because that's what we down there ended the show on.
Yeah, I know y'all was up there talking about the law or whatever. I was just trying to segue back into the title of what the show was. I ain't really had nothing particular. to say. It's just that law shit irks me because niggas is not the ones currently administrating or influencing how the damn laws being operated. That's why I don't even like talking about it. And everybody got different perspectives, right? And the claim is always that the law is specific, right? If it's specific, it ought to be a universal understanding. It shouldn't be you feeling one way and somebody else feeling another way, right? If you want to say it's specific, I'll land right there. My bad. I think I had something that going in the background.
I ain't mean to change your narrative. You said, who are we?
Yeah, let me shout out real quick. Beautiful spirits, much love to beautiful spirits, her and the family all the time. And my brother Dre Light in here. Much love to you and the family, Dre Light. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, like who we are is who you is. We're all this one thing connected, but share a different part of the energy. It's all one energy. That's why they say you is me. You can't say me and you if we together without saying you and me. You see what I'm saying? So if I be like, you, and you'll be like, I'm me. And you'll be like, you, and I'm going to be like, I'm me. So that means you and me is the same thing. I hope it ain't riddle your brain too much. But that same source is what everything shares that's alive. The trees share it. The animals share it. The insects share it. everything that's alive that don't need to be plugged into a separate source, because we are the source. That's how you grow. That's how you eat. That's how you run without being charged up. You see what I'm saying? But that's who I think we is. But y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I feel the same way too, that we all connected.
Because if you flip the W in we, you get me. You see what I'm saying? So it's just all it's right there in our face, man. It's the creation. There's no creator. Philly OG hit me to that. It's just it is what it is. It's a creation, and it's just something that it is. It's not something that happened. There's no beginning. There's no end. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I say we organic beings. We are organic to the soil.
Right.
We got some of all. We got some of all of everything in us.
Yep.
We got some of everything in us. That's why I say we organic beings. You know, that's natural to this plane. You know, shout out to Mommy Chula in the house.
Have y'all
Much
ever
love and respect to you and Mommy Chula.
have y'all ever been outside and it seems like the trees, like the bushes be gravitating towards you?
Got Mother Kate Gomez on the panel too. I wanted to say that also. Well,
Hey, yeah, them trees just start grabbing at you.
I know it's like it's like they be like gravitating towards you, like the limbs and stuff. You just like you just be there. Don't be no wind blowing, but it seems like they just start gravitating towards you, like the limbs and the bushes and stuff.
Hell yeah, especially if you got a house plant, right? And you don't have it in the window, they gonna lean towards wherever you sit the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you put it in a window, it's the sun's energy that make it lean towards the sun. You know what I'm saying? But if there's no sun, they're trying to get your oxygen, and they're trying to give you the carbon monoxide, and that's what helps them stay alive when they don't have sunlight. But yeah, go ahead.
So are we electric beings?
yes.
We're energy.
I say energy.
We're energy.
Electric is a form of energy. I say energy.
Yeah,
is
we're
what
energy.
Yes.
Energy doesn't die. We just transform.
I go as far as saying that the body is electric, and it's always kind of like the black hole, that emptiness that we super quote unquote we don't know what it is, but it's kind of like we know what it is. That's creation. You feel me?
And they get real quick drop when you dying. Sometimes they hit you with that boom. That's electricity, bro.
Right.
To get that heart started.
Right, to get the heart, right, to get it started, and it's probably a form of electricity that's pumping your heart. What I'm saying is your energy produces electricity. Energy and electricity is two different things. Your blood flowing would be like the energy. Your blood flowing would be like the energy of rivers and waters. Your heart beating would be like the electricity of something plugged in the wall.
Like a battery.
You see what
it's less, it's like a battery.
what I'm trying to say is electricity and energy is not the same thing. Electricity is a form of energy. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, we're energy that produces electricity. You get it?
Would you agree that? Would you agree? Yeah, I agree with you. Would you agree that energy is regenerated? Yeah, it's always gonna be
Right.
no matter what.
It only transforms.
You can't destroy it. Oh my bad, y'all got it.
Yeah, energy. We only transform. It doesn't die.
Yeah, it don't weaken or anything. You're right. It just
so we safe to say that as those attributes that we adopt or are, we're not gonna die. We're just gonna regenerate somewhere, some other form. You know, after this body, this vehicle, let's say go back to this physical earth. Are we safe to say that?
Yeah.
No, it's safe to say something happens, but nobody is reborn born with the consciousness of it.
Right.
But I know the energy don't die. But anybody that say what happened after death has to be speculating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. I say some of us is going to come back and some of us ain't. I think from my, studies, basically, the niggas that believe in this fictitious entities, they're going to be regenerated, recycled, whatever you want to call it. But the people that don't believe in shit, I don't think they coming the fuck back. They don't have no beliefs. Straight up.
That's what you believe.
Showed me.
Yeah, I mean there's another way of looking at it too, man. Because the way I feel, I think like we have to learn. I think we keep coming back here until we learn our lesson. That's what I believe.
As long as you believe in something, one of their fictitious entities, you being recycled back.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Until we open up our eyes to it. Right.
Trying to basically clean our body out is an important part of it. That's why I'm on my mission that I'm on. Because I ain't trying to be recycled back to this motherfucker. I'm happy with just the memory.
Right.
My people love me and all the things I've done while I was here. That's just me.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what I'm saying. You just explained it better than I could. That's what I'm talking about. Until we really open up our eyes and realize who we really are.
Wow. Yep. So basically, nobody really don't know what's going to happen after this energy leave this physical vehicle. But it would have to be based on some sort of belief from your studies.
Maybe spirituality. Go ahead, my brother. I got you.
But that's right. No, we just building right now. I think we're putting blocks on top of blocks, so that's cool.
I'm still here. Hello? Okay, I got quiet. I didn't know if you finished. Okay. No, I'm just listening.
Anybody want to touch on that? The different niggas colored black status and all of that? It's wide open for everybody.
I look at it as I'll give it because I know y'all really be on this. All this shit just be I be pulling this shit out my ass. But listen, I believe that it's just a shell, right? And there's a certain blood that runs through all the different shells, and the majority of that blood runs through black people. But you can have, and I call them niggas. You can tell a nigga. Bethy was tapping on it yesterday. You can tell the difference from a Carlton and a nigga, right? That Carlton might not have that blood he really need inside of him, and then you might see a Chinese motherfucker that's the nigga. You like, bro. So I believe it's something inside of us, and they're trying to separate it with the color of people, so all the real niggas can't unite across the world. But that's just me. I'm up here on the Aboriginal channel, and I know y'all ready to say, nigga, shut that shit up. Ain't none of them white motherfuckers, no nigga. I get it. I'm just saying how I look at it, man. Yeah.
It's all love, Drop. It's all love.
We all have our different
really
beliefs.
gonna go chop my head off with much love, bro.
Oh, okay. So basically, but how do we view black though? Like, what do we view? Do we look at black as something good or bad?
I view it as a dead entity. That's what I view it as on paper.
As what now?
Okay.
A dead entity.
Dead entity.
Oh, okay.
A dead body, basically.
I got you.
Yeah, void of light. That's why they named us that shit.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't woke at all.
Right.
No, but that definition to have to be really what it is, because remember, like, blackness is really greatness.
It is.
On the other hand.
Yep. They tried to make everything black be evil or bad.
But you have to reteach it. You have to, because you're right. but then you would have to reteach the kids for 200-300 years.
Yeah,
like they thought it was bad. Yeah, like they thought it was bad so long that that's gonna be the stigma. Black cat crossing your path.
Right.
All that's gonna be a stigma until we reteach generations through and bleed it out.
And drop real quick. I just wanted to say that it's a dead entity or less than human because you know that Bible pushes that we beast, you know, and that puts us in that less than human status. And that's what really kills me about that black, all that shit.
Oh, that we
puts us in
said we were cursed.
less than.
Yeah, but that's just if we subscribe to what they made it as. But if we make black as what Drop is saying, we gotta recreate that black in the educational system as greatness, which is what really what they do. I believe that the elites.
But brother, why hold on to something new when that's something that was given to us? That's all I'm saying. If we want to figure out who we are, we need to do some research and just, come together on a deeper aspect and get rid of all the stigma that's been held to us. That's one of them stigmas, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Right, because you got a title calling all colored black niggas and African Americans, you call all colored people black.
I'm like, shit, hey, brother, we created everything on this motherfucker. Why can't we create our own language, our own fucking whatever, our own system? We're the creators of this system.
Who's not eating my giant pony? See, I know my shit. Y'all know y'all shit. Shit, talk fluently.
No matter what. You know when a nigga getting aggressive with you because his tone to go a little upwards. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. I know that ain't good.
We is the only race universal that holds on to a color. Like the Caucasian gonna say, I'm European, I'm Caucasian, I'm white. They just really don't do that. And motherfucking Chinese, I'm yellow. They don't do that. We the only motherfuckers still associating our shit with the fucking color, and that's a problem. I think it make us elementary. As a whole, we look bad as a unit. What Kevin Hart said, we look bad as a unit, man. Cat Williams, one of them niggas said that. And as a unit, now we got some brilliant minds, but as a unit, man, even though woke people be dumb as hell sometimes, it'd be like, bro, they landed on the moon. Yeah, they landed on the moon.
That's why I say, Rock, them niggas like, whoa, they space cadets, man. They stuck on Mars. They stuck on the moon.
They don't know, but they
I don't
believe
even give
that
that no
shit.
respect, man. You believe they landed on the moon, you get no respect from them.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't lie, that's what woke me up. First it was the church. My grandmother used to drag me in the church, so that's got me thinking, not woke, but thinking conscious. I started thinking of more than football games and homework and stuff like that. I got to thinking spiritually. All right, cool. But then once I took that woke mind frame of testing everything in the school, and the Challenger blew up. Now remember the lady that died on there was from our city, from Firestone. Right here, Judy Resnick, right? So when it blow up, I'm questioning it. Like now I'm questioning that. My dad say, man, that was fake. He ain't fucked the moon landing. He said that was fake. I'm like, it was fake. What you mean? He was like, it was fake. Trust me. And this, I'm a young boy, man. I probably was like 11. So then I got to questioning the teachers about the moon landing. Once I said, I'm like, man, did they ever really go up there? Because 1970, man, they should have had, right now we should have had better technology, and Judy Resnick died and all that shit, right? You know, that shit was shattering as a kid, bro. But anyway, that's when I started questioning everything about fucking America. And I was right, because what they do, they took history out of schools. Mm-hmm. I know you're going to take that shit out of schools. Too many, y'all can't keep answering it.
Yeah, shout out my brother, Mr. Spirituality, the enemy's public, Prophet Levi. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Grand Rising, Enox.
Do you think the Christopher Columbus story, not if it's
JJ coming on. Go ahead, drop.
Not if they lied or not. Did it even ever happen? Period. Is that a fake character, or is this a real dude that really pulled up and gave everybody smallpox and all that plague? The people that were, man. Oh, so y'all came over here with
What's up, Pony Locks?
Killed all our people off.
Peace and blessings.
But then they did say they got a hold to our witch doctors and shit, and they turned on us and tainted our blankets and shit like that with that shit. We went to sleep, woke up sicker than a motherfucker. That's what they say. But I don't believe the whole story. I don't think it ever was none of that. I think it was the niggas over here by the boatload and niggas in Africa by the boatload.
Yeah.
And on the other side, it was white people, Europeans, and all that. And you got the two Mexicans. To me, it's the fucking Arabs and the fucking Latinos. All right, cool. I don't give a fuck. They the same people with a different language. Ain't that right, K. Gomez? But anyway,
You crazy in that motherfucker.
Hey, real quick. Let me. Hey, what's good, JJ? Much love to you and the family, man. Grand Rising, man.
What's good? What's good? I like this topic y'all going in. Much love to you and your family, Leo. Much to everyone in the chat and the panel. Much love to y'all.
Much love.
You gonna jump in anytime you feel like it, brother. Feel comfortable. Anybody.
All right, bet. I just wanted to add something to what y'all was saying.
Go ahead, brother. You got the floor.
I want to say that we the organic, electrical, magnetic beings. We're not just organic beings. We electrical, magnetic. We keep saying we electricity, but we gotta forget we got magnet components. So Reserve Drive was saying the energy creates the electricity. That's because of magnetism. And why are we connected to magnetism? Because of the mother. Her egg is the magnet. That's what's pulling the sperm, the magnet, the egg, the woman. But y'all go ahead, man.
oh,
That was fire, JJ. I 100% agree with you, brother.
shit. That nigga made me sound dumber than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Keep going, JJ.
I'm still listening, y'all, but I got to run up in the kitchen.
Brother also, JJ.
Sir, Drive, you a fool.
That was fire, brother. You had it too.
Oh my God.
Much love, JJ. That was fire, though. Look at
Sir, Drive underrated, bro.
the egg being look how many sperms the egg attracts as far as to produce life and shit.
Right.
That's crazy. I never really looked at that magnetic effect.
Right. So we are electrical magnetic beings, and they know that, and that's why they want all the men out the house. They want the men to go to prison. They want the men dead. They want our men gay. They want our men to, not to be at home with our wife and children. They want the men against each other. We taking each other out. How the fuck we gonna win this war, bro?
Wow. And that's what I'm saying. They took all everything, just not our history, everything about us.
Right.
And they gave us a bunch of shit called evolution.
Right. And I know
that we came from monkeys. We didn't come from no fucking monkeys.
Exactly. Because we came from a fucking monkey. We would be born a monkey, right?
You got to do it on Sinetta channel pushing that shit hard that we actually came from monkeys, bro. He got a whole little presentation, bro, describing that shit. And I'm like, bro, do you really believe yourself? Like, this dude, and Bro Sanchez debated this man one time. His name, Q something?
Butter.
Not Q Butter. Not Q Butter. Hell no, not him. Not Q Butter. No, not QB. It'll hit me and I'll tell y'all.
I sent brother
his name right.
Invite too. Hopefully he'll come through.
I can't think of his name, but hey, drop that shit so funny, bro. Cause I'm like, bro, I don't heard you on Sanchez channel before. He come from that debate league.
Madame must have brought him over though.
Yeah, he say that again.
Madame might have brought him over. Cause Madame
I think he
the big
did.
league, yeah.
He said Madame.
I think he did.
automotive.
No, Madame from the debate league. That's why I said that. But go ahead.
Yeah, but dude over there on Sinetta, bro, really going into that Darwinism, bro. Hey, that shit so funny.
The OG, you talking about the OG dude. I know who you talking about.
Shout out to the 56. No. This dude, he a young brother, and he just got into a debate with Nepal. You know Nepal over there on Sinetta?
I don't know none of them niggas.
Yeah,
I never followed them niggas.
Yeah, I just go over there and see what they talking about, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause they were one of the first, like, Sinetta and Pharaoh was like the first two channels that I actually, you know what I'm saying, came across YouTube on. And then once I seen the debate with Sanchez and Pharaoh, that shit blew me. Sanchez blew me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, you know what? Young Pharaoh now be on some bullshit.
That was the first L, Young Pharaoh too. That was the first L, bro.
Yeah.
He better accept it too, cause that shit was fought by a lot.
Hey,
Right, not too many people can debate bro Sanchez, bro.
go listen to that debate and y'all will see how. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I said, who in the hell this country ass nigga? Then I started listening to him. Then I was like, you know what?
Recording in progress.
Mind blowing.
It ain't no recording in process.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, I don't record.
Yeah, I said, this dude is mind blowing. Hey,
I got knocked out. I'm back at it, but like, go ahead, Rashad.
that's when I started listening to him. But yeah, my bad. I don't mean to change the topic. Y'all go.
You got it, brother. I got knocked out. I'm just coming
Now,
back.
when you dealing with the egg, right? I'm
You
gonna
got
get
my
it right
brother.
to you.
There's 56 aces on the panel too.
I'm gonna pass it right to you. 56 aces. Now, when you dealing with the magnetism of the egg, right? It's set up. This is why they say you from Stardust. It's set up by how the stars is aligned. You like, well, how the fuck is that? Because there's only a certain time this lady can get pregnant, and it's through her ovulation system. This is where you get your signs at. This is why all the signs normally be, because the women that birth these kids, them be their ovulation cycle. So they have 3 signs normally with their kids, or all 3 of the same signs, but there's only a certain time that the magnetism is strong enough to pull the sperm up. And we know this, the above makes the magnetism. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But go ahead, y'all got it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. Because it's like, you know how the moon got its cycles, right? And the woman got her cycles, right? The moon and the woman represent each other, and they both magnets. So we both own to something, right?
Yeah,
And
that's the thing with the moon. The moon draws energy.
They're linked together. That's why when they work together and all that, they cycles are linked together. Because now the energy is both pulling at the same time for the same situation. So now that they both pulling at the same time, they menstrual cycle linked together. You can ask any woman that a woman move in her house or she work next to a woman and all that shit goes links together and shit. It's crazy as fuck.
Right. You got the sun pushing out, and you got the sun pulling in. If the sun pushing out, that's electricity. It's pushing out electricity. If the moon pulling in, that's magnetism. So it's almost,
Okay, so
oh, go ahead.
Real quick, bro. You know, speaking of the sun, can anybody like deal with the sun being something that was man-made and the moon being something that was China did it? That's what makes me think is all of this shit fake.
If China did it, though, where is it at now? See what I'm saying?
It's in their skies.
Yeah, you don't got no 2 moons.
the one that China did is just like a projection, like you know how you do like a.
So how we know the one we talking about ain't the same thing, bro?
That is deep.
Because somebody got to keep controlling that.
We want to think a creator. Hold on, everybody. We want to think a creator made all this bullshit, but we see man making it. That's why we touch back to the man-made shit.
We made shit.
Right.
Hey, look,
I'm gonna say. Oh, go ahead.
I would doubt the sun that the China made that goes up and continues life. Like the one they made was a holographic projection that
That's
one of
all.
it came back down.
That's all the sun is, brother.
No, but the sun actually.
No, that's all the moon is. That's all of those luminaries are. Luminary lights.
But until I see the sun that China made give life, I can't believe it.
Who said the sun gave life? That's sun worshiping, brother.
No. I mean,
Hey,
I'm gonna say. I'll go ahead, Rashad.
JJ, look at my picture.
Yep.
I'm back, family. I'm back.
Hey, you remember when they taught us that asteroids gonna hit the Earth? They call them meteorites.
Yeah.
What's up, Crafty Leo?
Meteorites, bro. They're meteorites.
I'm just saying, all this shit could be man-made, man. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying it is, but I'm saying it could be.
Right. I think y'all know we came from monkeys. Y'all
Can y'all hear me?
That's it.
Hey, I was trying to hear the dude out there, that be on side.
Big Dog Philly.
His name outside.
Philly.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about? That dude cute. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to help you out. I said outside the cube.
Yeah, that dude.
You put it in the chat. I seen it, brother. Shout out.
Yeah, that dude.
I didn't understand what you meant, bro, but I know what you meant. That's the brother name, outside the cube.
Hey, I want to get on Leo's question about that real sun and the fake sun. Can I get on that for a little bit?
Go ahead,
When y'all ready, I want to touch that too. So go ahead.
Okay. I feel like the sun and the moon is it's like their energy, right? Their energy, and they are connected to us and everything that is living, including the plants. I feel like the real sun and the moon. I'm not worshiping the sun and the moon, but I feel like it got something to do with us, just like the soil. You know, as above, so below.
I got you, bro.
Like I said, symbiotic relationship.
Right, just like when NASA talk about space, they talking about sex. Like what Rashad just showed us, when they showing space, they really hiding sex.
Yeah.
And that's the way for us to get in, the gateway.
That's some deep shit.
Yeah, that's deep.
Hell yeah. I think the sun and the moon got something to do with the sun is our daddy and the moon will be our mom.
There go that fake ass on right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the sun is penetrating the ground, it's penetrating the plants, right?
Yeah.
So that would be that would consider a male, and they turn that motherfucker into Jesus, man.
Hold on a second, JJ. Empress Goddess, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, my bad.
Man, say something now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud.
Okay. I was up there putting up groceries, trying to put on my dinner. I didn't know if y'all could hear me because when I came back, it had said something about I was knocked down or something like that.
Yeah, you loud and clear now, man.
Okay, I'm here. I'm just, I'm moving around. You know how it is.
I got you. Go ahead, JJ. You can finish, brother.
Oh, shit. If anybody want to add to it, you know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say is that.
Shit, that's deep as hell what you're saying right there. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's our mama or our daddy. You know what I mean? I think we supply the sun the same thing that the sun supplied us. We supply it. You feel me? I think it's kind of like a balanced thing. I think like if all living things in this plane will disappear, the sun wouldn't be what is the sun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it won't be like that. And you gotta understand too. I understand where y'all coming from when y'all say sun is fake because y'all gotta think about since the dawn of time, men have been trying to avoid the sun at all costs. That's why we built houses and all these type of shit because we don't want to be. That's why we always looking for the shade. You feel me? Like we really want to avoid the sun as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I understand where you're coming from, though, bro. When you say he's our mama and our daddy,
right? I'm talking about on an energy standpoint, like not as a god or a goddess, but like on an energy standpoint.
Yeah, because you know, I feel better when I go out in the sun.
What do that? The sun and the moon. When they show that Freemasonry shit, and when they show the Tree of Life, and then they showing the sun and the moon on the other side, or they show Adam and Eve on the other side.
Right. Do that simultaneously.
Y'all gotta actually understand the story, bro.
Do y'all know what? Do y'all listen? Do y'all know what Adam and Eve represent?
You know what I'm saying? That's the Tree of Life.
Hello.
That's right. The sun and the moon go around every day. You feel me?
Going in, bro.
Simple shit. Mama and daddy.
Can you hear me?
The child. That's it.
Right, and then you know that Freemason picture with George Washington, he's standing in between those two pillars. One of the pillars got the sun on it, the other pillar got the moon on it.
Name them.
Right, that's letting you know.
This is what I'm saying, though.
You're the center of your universe. You're the North Pole.
The sun and moon don't make the North Pole. You know what I mean? The sun and moon don't make the North Pole.
No, I'm not telling you that.
What's the name?
I'm not saying the sun and moon don't make the North Pole. The North Pole actually make that. That's where it gets its power from.
Right, we the North Pole.
Mama and daddy for real. The North Pole is where Mama and daddy reside.
Yeah, basically, JJ was saying something about that, and Big Dog was saying something about, like, you know, where we getting the sun and the moon from if it's man-made. I believe that it is naturally made from the energies from the magnetic field at the North Pole. So it brings these two forces together by this natural force that's extended from the center.
Right. I look at it like this too. Oh, go ahead, OG.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ. That doesn't really put like a God or anybody above that to say God created this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's a natural force of energy that was, you know, from the set point where everything has been, you know, stemmed from, basically.
Well, I say, I could go even deeper. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, somebody.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, can we debunk two suns then? Because you hear people say that there might be two suns out there.
Okay, yeah. Let me just jump on that before. Mm-hmm. The two suns come because, remember, what I believe is beyond the ice wall, there's other lands. So in order to have other lands, you have to have a sun and the moon to govern those other lands. So if a motherfucker is close enough to where, you know, these suns is actually crossing paths, I believe that you could see through two suns because of those outer lands. But, you know, I'll let y'all take it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly where I was going with it. And I was saying, so should we debunk that or should we believe it?
I'm gonna say the sun and the moon. I'm gonna say the sun and the moon is you. I'm gonna tell you why. If you Polaris, right? If you your higher self Polaris, and you in this center point, right? You are what brought your mom and dad together, and you are what brought the sun and moon together, bro. If you think about what I'm saying, let's go ahead. Because what they taught us in school. That's what they taught us in school. That when the atom splits.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I think it's just. That's why the analogy came from, you know, a woman coming from Adam's rib and shit. You know, I don't believe that, but you know, that's what they use.
Right. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Philly.
Yeah, I think the sister want to say something. You want to say something, sister?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, cause y'all was over talking. Yeah, y'all was over talking to me a while ago when y'all was talking about Adam and Eve. Y'all, I tell y'all, everything is symbolism. You know, Adam is the conscious and Eve is the subconscious. That's all the mind. It's all a mind thing. And like you say, that tree of life, that ain't nothing but the spine. You got 33 vertebrae, 33 degrees in the masonry. It's talking about the spinal cord. That's the tree of life.
Right. And also the stairway to heaven. You're right.
So is it safe to say that these elites have found the knowledges of this that we're talking about now?
And they found shit, they stole it.
They've known all along.
They stole that shit. That was out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They stole all our spirituality and everything.
Nigga, we teach them how the song goes around. We told them, we teach them how to make calendaries and shit.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Right, because look, can't go there. Why are they blocking the stargates from the star forts? You know, certain parts of the world got military bases and military forts, and they're blocking certain areas with they call them energy vortexes, black holes, portals, stargates. You get what I'm saying? They don't want nobody to have access to these stargates that we used to have when we used to go visit certain family members in other realms. It sounds like I'm reaching, but go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to Valley Ray. I see Valley Way, Grand Rise. Go ahead, y'all got it. Brother Ray Ali.
Hey, you know what?
Why would they put forces at the edges of the places that we should be exploring? You know, you don't have any account of like any real black men like us who would like to go explore these places so that we could actually see what's really going on. So this is, why would you do this? You know what I mean? So that's why I say I believe that the elite have some sort of knowledge that if we get a hold of it, they know that their ass is grass. I'll be.
Then just like that, when y'all was talking about that picture of George Washington standing between the two columns with the sun and the moon, I think that's what y'all was saying. And if you also go back to Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus, he had the same picture of the sun and everything he was standing on. See what I'm saying? It's all symbolism. They've been telling us the truth all our life. It's been in plain sight, hidden in movies and stuff like that. Some people just couldn't see it. I've been seeing it all my life. I'm a preacher's kid, but I always knew it was more shit to that Bible than what they were saying.
Right, because the Bible ain't nothing but just codes.
That's it. That's what it is.
Right, sis.
Shout out to Goddess NRG. Much love and respect to you on the family.
And then check this out. Why do you got two trees? You got the tree of good and evil, and you got the tree of life. It's a dualistic. It's a duality. They got everything dualistically, but they reverse the dualistically reality. It's supposed to be positive and negative energy, not good and evil. You just made reverse engineer everything. They stole everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Fit. Go ahead.
Which fruit did Eve eat first?
Supposedly the apple.
No, I'm talking about which tree.
Oh, the tree of good and evil.
They say it was a tree of good. They say it was a tree of good and evil.
And they weren't supposed to eat from that tree because they was gonna get wise.
Right.
That sound like some reverse engineering shit. That sound like some people came over and took every goddamn thing from us. Just out of our own gardens.
It sounds like mythology to me.
That's what it is.
It's mythology.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's mythology.
It's mythology. But you actually got to really, really see what they actually trying to say.
Right.
They trying to say something. I don't think you can decode mythology. That's my thing. I know I've been saying that for a minute.
Hey,
listen,
Well,
do
you know
y'all?
how they do everything in subliminals, like subliminal movies.
Yeah, everything been hidden.
You know what? Because Zeus can be found anywhere and everywhere you go.
Whoa. Listen, they describing something. What did they describe it? What did they personify? What is Zeus? What all these gods got?
Plastic, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. Hold on. This is what I'm trying to say with Zeus. You can go to Zeus. The Zeus of Rome is not the same Zeus that other people describe in other culture. You see, Zeus is not always at the top in when it comes to mythology. So it's really hard for you to tell what they really trying to say when he becomes mythology, because you can take Zeus and make it whatever the fuck you want.
Hey, but check this out, K. Gomez. A lot of stuff is codes like these the gods and the Egyptian gods and all that. Those was like the table of elements and energy and shit like that. I know where Rashad going at, bro. Like the Bible is being split, just like when you watch a movie, like the Matrix. Like when you watch the Matrix.
Check this out.
You watch the Matrix, bro. Fake, but they expose us.
I'm not arguing. You can put goals on their God. That's true.
Right.
You can put goals on their book or anything. You can decipher it. That's true. At your own risk.
Check it out.
But that doesn't mean that was the purpose of that God or that book. You feel me? Like
They were shy.
you know what I'm saying?
No, I was just gonna say this. Just like El in the Bible, how he had them fallen angels and shit like that. Then you got Zeus, how he had Hercules and all them, and not Poseidon, but Perseus and shit like that. Like he had slept with all them women. It's the same thing, bro.
You know what they
actually give y'all the sun and the moon and shit like that. Like, fuck that milk shit. I understand.
You know what they describing?
They really
Listen,
say, though.
the-
You know what I'm saying? I know what they trying to say when they talk about that last God, like plasma. You know what I'm saying? I know what
Yeah,
they're
I
trying to say.
understand where you're coming from. And you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying when you talk about that Zeus, you're talking about that part and that ideology on that time, on that government. So the ideology of Zeus, the Zeus that you're talking about, it comes from the ideology that had religion, just like Catholic churches and the Roman Empire. You know what I mean? So that Zeus came especially and specifically from the ideology and the
religion. So none of that shit is real.
you know what, big dog.
Like I said, I think you hold on one second. I think you can decode pictures, but I don't think you can decode nothing that really happened. It never happened.
It's all allegory.
Big,
Yeah, it could be.
You want to take it literally when it never
right.
happened.
OG, you know what they describing in that? You know what they describing?
OG, you know I ain't taking that shit literally now.
I'm just
Right, same
Calm
here.
down. Calm down, OG.
I'm cool.
It's just if I can
I'm gonna mute up.
in the way that no, yeah, I don't want you to think I'm taking that shit literally,
Nah,
bro.
brother, Rashad, I know you like, brother. I'm just saying. You know, I know. I listen. I have nothing but respect for all of y'all. You know, I know you ain't. I'm just saying. That's just me emphasizing the bullshit. That's all. I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah, that's why I use the word allegory.
There you go.
That's the story you can learn from, bro. That's
I
all.
got you. I don't think we can learn from it. That's the point I'm trying to make.
No, that's like I'm telling you. The meaning of allegory, bro. That's what I'm
I
saying.
got you.
Feel it.
You got gray light on the panel. You gotta get your mic set up, gray light. It's showing no mic, man. You gotta set your mic.
To be or not to be, that's
you gonna go in on my ass if I say anything about that.
No, brother, I ain't never gonna go in. It ain't nothing but love, man. It ain't nothing but love, brother.
I know, OG. You know I got a mess with you.
What I want to say is that even though it's like mythical, I think that we're not gonna make any accounts of like the events, but like they put some of the you could see some of like the chakras and some of the examples of the symbolisms within the stories.
Now, dig this, brother. The reason I do that and say that because I was on one of these panels, man. I support a lot of channels, and the brother said mythology is real. He said it's real, and he meant that shit. And it just blew my mind because mythology is not fucking real. Our people take it as literally happening when they can't prove nothing. None of them prophets ever existed, and that's why I stand on it. You know what I mean? My brother said mythology is real. That shit really happened.
The word mythology itself is it just shows you that it's not real. It's a myth. It's not true. It's like
Too many of our people take it as real. That's why I'm saying. Too many of our people take it as real. That's why I'm saying. Y'all got them.
I think that's good because in order to be able to, they figured out what we used to do. I think that what we used to do is write on the wall. So our way of communicating was like they made the pictures. So they're trying to put the elements down.
Bluetooth. Describing the stolen elements. That shit ain't real even to me.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what about the stories that they did put on the wall?
That's it.
He going in on everybody. How you know we only wrote on the wall?
Y'all got him. Shut up, man.
Nah, you good, man.
Hey, y'all gonna see OG snap every time, bro.
Right. And then it's 9/11 too. He ain't playing, bro.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. I love him.
I didn't even realize that it was 9/11.
I love that shit though. I love it though.
Hey, Rashad, you showing a 9/11 image right here. That's a teleportation device. What I'm looking at right there.
Mm-hmm. I was just really trying to show the two pillars. You know what I'm saying?
That's some deep shit, brother. I'm with you.
And you got the sun and the moon.
John, man, I don't know how to send it again. Put the link in the. Can you put the link in the chat again?
Yeah, I got you. But I was just gonna show. I was just saying that this right here, all you know what I'm saying. What power the sun and the moon? That's all I was saying from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. But y'all got it. I wasn't saying the other way around. I think he's trying to say like if the sun and the moon power polarity. No, I wasn't saying that.
I got you, brother.
Me either.
But that's the tree of life in the middle right there. That's all.
I wasn't saying that either, but
no, not you, JJ.
Talk about me, man. You know he talking.
Hey, what's that word that's upside down from the moon?
I ain't even looking at the word, bro. I can't even see that word, bro.
I'm assuming it's Patrick.
Look like it said water or matter or something. That's a Freemason ideology. Right, but that Freemason ideology could be hiding the truth in plain sight as well.
I know you with me, brother.
I can decode his image, Keiko, man. I'm pretty sure Rashad can too, because he got the image in the background. I know he can decode his whole image. Because that's why they destroyed them Twin Towers. The Twin Towers represent those two pillars. Remember 9/11 when they destroyed the Twin Towers? They want to get rid of the parents in the home, bro.
That's 11/11. I had to drop down because Big Philly didn't want to let me get a word in edgewise.
The world is very ancient, and human origins are mysterious and obscure. We try to decipher our past based upon the multiple layers of civilizations whose ruins lay strewn across the planet like pieces of an archaic jigsaw puzzle. Some of these old civilizations are still buried beneath the deserts, mountains, and oceans, awaiting a time when they will yield their secrets through human discovery or natural cataclysms that will strip away and reveal their hidden locations. In the unique perspective on history that will be explored in this series, the case for a vaster chronological perspective of history will be investigated, based upon ancient sources hitherto unrecognized by the majority. With limited tools at the disposal of modern sciences, history has been abbreviated into a narrow band that does not sufficiently explain the vast time periods needed to evolve the human form and human consciousness. Deep in our racial memory or collective consciousness lurks the legends and myths of lands and continents that once existed, such as Lemuria and Atlantis. Fabulous stories abound of advanced cultures with their arts and technologies that have risen to great heights and then fallen back into the dust of history once again. Understanding these rhythms and cycles of time help us to understand that our modern civilizations are not the first to have emerged, nor are they necessarily more advanced than previous ones that have come and gone. This new approach to history challenges the way we think about the past based upon our cultural, religious, and educational conditioning. These structures have helped humanity thus far understand the world, but which in today's rapid acceleration of planetary consciousness are very limited and starting to break down. They are overdue for transformation into a broader, more inclusive vision. The possibility of discovering and understanding the origin of the human soul and its divine pedigree is imminent in our time. We stand before a doorway leading to planetary illumination upon the greatest mysteries of life, the hidden history of humanity.